Hi everyone, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I hope I am the right configuration. I am just popping on unannounced right now. Last week I was unable to do my live. My niece was in town and wanted to do lunch. So that's what I did on last Thursday instead of doing my live. And tomorrow I've got another niece who wants to do some shopping. So that is what I am going to be doing tomorrow. And I'm not sure when we are going to be back. So I thought, you know what? Let's just pop on right now and do a fun new card with you. So I am using the really super cute Animal Outing stamp set. Everybody that went to On Stage got this adorable brand new stamp set. So I did a card with my team right after On Stage with this. So this is the card that we created. So that's what I'm going to create with you right now. So I am going to take this adorable rhino and I'm going to ink him up in my basic black archival that is going to be retiring. They are bringing back the jet black stays on. I have told you that in a previous video. And let me just make sure that volume is off. Okay, and as I've told you guys before, I always check my inked up image to make sure that I have good full coverage. And I'm just going to stamp him down, hold it for a second to make sure the ink all transfers. And there we have it. He is just so cute. So while this dries a minute, I'm going to close up my ink pad and I'm going to bring in my Big Shot here. And I'm going to use my striped embossing folder and slide a piece of my new Granny Apple Green cardstock in there. And crank that through. Sorry if I jiggle at all. I'm trying to go slow so I don't make it too awful jiggly for you. So what is the weather like where you are? Please say hi when you pop on so that I know you're here, and tell me where you're coming from. Okay, so I have my thick Whisper White base here. And it is cut to 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Take my bone folder and burnish that edges there. And I'm going to be using some fun new black. This is black. What is this called? 1/8 cord. So I was thinking it was going to be a fancier name than that, but no, it's not. It's just 1/8 cord. So it's got a really cool shine to it. It reminds me of those black nylon zippers that we had back in the day on certain items of clothing. So anyway, I'm going to bring in my silicone mat and my liquid glue, as I do love that. I spent my day today cutting for my next 2 upcoming classes. I have a class this coming Tuesday, and then the following Tuesday I have my Stamp-A-Stack guy cards. So guy cards is something that we all seem to struggle with, and we never seem to have enough on hand. So I've got a Stamp-A-Stack coming up that everybody will make 5 designs, 2 of each of the cards. Okay, so I'm taking my tear and tape, because whenever I use any ribbon on my cards, I like to use tear and tape to attach it, because I just find that it is a better bond. It really holds it much more secure. So I just flip that over to get that first piece on, really press it in, and then turn it around to make sure that I'm going to be putting it across the card front straight. Flip it back over. So just like that. Isn't this an awesome green? And doesn't it look just so great with that black? It really, really goes well together. Okay, I'm gonna put some more Tombow on the back here. And then just use my fingernail to peel that off. If you don't have very long nails, all you have to do is use your paper piercing tool, and that will help lift those corners right off. So just like that. Okay. And then my next. Okay. Attach that down. And there, my card base is ready to go. I'm also going to take the opportunity, give my little rhino just a few more seconds to dry, and I'm going to attach this part here so that it's done. Okay. Now I'm going to be using a couple brand new colors to paint my rhino here. The little bird, I'm going to paint his beak. I'm going to use the Pineapple Punch. It's the new in color. And I'm going to make my bird the new Petal Pink. It's one of the new subtle colors. And then I'm going to color the ground with some Granny Apple Green. Now the new ink pads, because they are very stiff, the new design, I'm finding that an easy way to watercolor, instead of squeezing the lid, I'm just going to take a clear block and just touch it to my ink pad, and there I've picked up some ink. So then I can take my aqua painter, and once I get that wet, I'm thinking that it's looking like my aqua painter is getting a little worn. So then I'm just going to pick up the color right there from that block, and I don't have to worry about any ink on my lid. I don't have to clean up any of the residual water and ink from the lid, so I'm not contaminating my ink pad at all. So I'll just set that block aside, and then close this up so I don't make a mess with it. Pull out my petal pink. I have to tell you, I am absolutely loving these new colors. For those of you out there that are not demonstrators or that are customers, unfortunately you have to wait until June to be able to purchase. Oh my goodness, here comes Marshall. Sorry about that. Marshall is a fixture in my craft room now. He loves to be on my desk to see what I'm doing, especially if I've got some ribbon. I don't know, he's a kitten and he just loves to eat my ribbon. I'm constantly after him to leave my ribbon alone. Okay, clean that off. That's the thing with lives, they're down and dirty. No matter, you don't know what's going to happen. The animals that live in my house could just show up on camera for a cameo. They don't want to be left out. So that's exactly what has happened. Marshall came in to say hello. All right, so I'm just going to take my Granny Apple Green. I love this color. It is so vibrant. There's, just pull some down there. And now for my rhino. I'm going to color him in Smoky Slate. It is not going away. It's carrying on, which is a good thing. I love this gray. I use this gray so much that I actually have 2 Smoky Slate ink pads for my classes because I do use it so frequently. I think it's such a great soft gray, although I am looking forward to the new gray that's coming. You'll have to forgive me as it's brand new and I don't own it yet, so I don't remember. Could be granite gray, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I am looking forward to that, to be able to play and create with that. Now, I will be posting this. I will cross-post this video to my YouTube channel. Probably Saturday, I would say, it will be posted over there. As tomorrow, I am shopping with my sister, my daughter, and my niece in London. I just want to get some of that color off of there so that his tusk is just a hint here. And then just pull that color around a bit more. Yeah, so Thursday I am shopping. And then Friday I am golfing with my husband and one son. And then Friday night, the entire family is going to see the new Avengers movie. So I won't get around to posting this until the weekend. So, and all the measurements in that will be on, I will post it on my blog as well for you to check out. Okay. I just want to pull that line just a little softer. So I'm just going to go back over and just add a smidge more water. Now this is shimmery white cardstock. And you can see that I have, because I'm going back over, I am diluting that. So it's not quite as harsh of a line there. And then you can always take your paper towel or your tissue and blot that a bit so that it's not quite as wet. So then, excuse me, I'm just going to add some glue to the back. And if I wasn't doing this live, I would have set it aside for a few more minutes to let it dry. But flip it over so I can give even pressure all over. And then I want to pop that up on dimensionals. Hi Debbie, how are you? Flip that over. I like to add one in the center as well for my dimensional so that it doesn't collapse in the middle. And I'm not going to put a sentiment on this one. I had the other one that we did with at my team, my sassy social, as I call it. So I'm going to leave this with no sentiment on it so it can be used for whatever I choose. And then I'm pulling in some of these cute wood embellishments. I'm going to pop out the flower and two of these leaves. And as you can see, the back of them, it's white or it's the wood grain look. So you can actually color these if you choose with your Stampin' Write markers. All right, so, and I find that, like I've said before, I always like to add my glue to the bigger area, so that would be my card base here when I'm putting on an embellishment, so that I'm not getting my fingers all sticky. So I just figure out whereabouts it is I want my embellishment to go, and then I take my liquid glue and attach, put some glue there, and then put it on. So there you have it, a cute, quick, fun card with the adorable animal outing. Now please, I'd ask you to share my video with anybody you think might like it, any of your friends that are crafters. If you're shopping in my online store, please use the host code for the month of April. And remember that I am offering a new paper swatch with every $50 before tax and shipping, every $50 spent with me until the end of April. I will either in person give one of these to you, or I will mail it to you. And the ones that I will be doing for you will be on a one of those, a circle ring, so that it's easier to ship and it could be because it'll lay flatter, but they will all have each piece of, see there's that gray granite. I was right. Each piece of cardstock has the name on it. So when you have your DSP and you're looking to see what color would go nicely with that, what color is going to complement it, you just pull out your color swatch and find the coordinating color that you want to use. So that is all for me for today, unless I have any questions. I will be back next Thursday for my live, and then I head away next weekend for a scrapbooking crop. Although I won't be scrapbooking, I'm going to be bringing all my new product with me to be creating for my June classes. I have some fun new product that I got with the product purchase premiere that I was able to order ahead of time because I went to OnStage. So I'm going to take that up with me and do some playing for my June classes to be able to offer my in-person customers. And I'm starting doing tutorials that you'll be able to purchase from my blog. I'm teaming up with a couple friends, and once a month we're going to be doing a tutorial together. So our first one is the Share What You Love suite. So that will be for May. So I will be posting about that very, very soon, as we are coming to the end of April rather quickly. So be on the lookout for that. So that is all for me today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And have a super evening. Bye, everyone.